Hey, folks, good morning. Welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse Daily Dose of AFA,
where we bring you hope and inspiration for growth and healing so you can start your day off the AFA way.
Oh, yeah. AFA, baby. Absolutely fucking amazing.
Because that is what you are.
That's what you are. Don't forget it. We're going to remind you every day anyway. So
every day
you get a daily dose of just how absolutely fucking amazing you really are.
Yep.
So here we are, December 18th. Damn, we're ticking the days away, Sherry. Seriously,
TikTok.
Should I think about shopping yet? My God, I got to make my list.
Make my list, check it twice.
Did you get your shopping done?
We go very easy in our family.
Yeah.
It's, basically, with me, I'm not going to lie. So some of the years when I was sick, I wasn't able to provide like I normally was able to provide for my family. So we've cut down. And one of the things that I really enjoy is we like to have an experiential type of holiday.
I love that.
Experience. Yeah. Granted, don't get me wrong. I love presents. And if anyone's out there, cannabis presents are always welcome.
You know what? They're the happiest presents of all.
They
really are. They really are.
Yeah. So we go easy. We go very gentle. You know what I mean? We don't overindulge, but we like to, So I've done mine and I'm done. Do you believe it or not?
All right.
Because I'm keeping it simple.
I'm starting to feel the pressure. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to do some serious shopping. All right. Folks. The daily love today. The daily love came from the Daily Word, which is really a cool little app I love. And you know what? It's so appropriate. It's funny how when I do all my readings in the morning, something always jumps out from one of the readings that is applicable to what I've been thinking about or dealing with in a particular day, right? So today's is about being alive. And it starts off by saying, I am enthusiastically alive. So let me just read a little bit. Sometimes I have so many commitments, I feel overwhelmed and my life feels dull and unexciting. I take this feeling as a cue to step back, if only for a moment, to remind myself that life is bigger than my schedule and I am more than merely human. I am divine. I breathe deeply and affirm life is for living. Today I celebrate that I am wondrously made in all the world. There has never been someone just like me. I am joyously, wonderfully alive, and I am more than capable of handling all that is mine to do.
Whoa. What I truly love about that is the I am.
Yes, the I am statements are so powerful, the most powerful.
I am that I am.
After that, you truly are.
So yes.
That. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Wow. And that's really what, that's what we do in a lot of these self-help development programs. All we're talking about is changing the inner dialogue from I am somehow flawed, which was what we get, dripped on forever and ever and ever. It's dripped on us by other people. We turn that around. And it's I am wondrously made. I am wondrously one of a kind.
How about this one?
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one to think about. Even when you're having a moment when it doesn't feel so good. How about this? I am a divine expression of creative love.
That's a beautiful one.
Right?
You use that one. That's what you are. Oh my.
Right.
All right.
I am a divine expression of creative love. That's awesome. So what's your word of the day?
Alive.
Friday
the 18th on a snowy New England day. I am alive.
I am alive. Well, I think my word of the day, I picked one out of the shamanic healing deck, but and I'll read that really quickly, but the word I'm going to choose is divine expression. Because think about it. Every single thing that we think, do, feel, act on is a divine expression because we are divine. We are all connected, interconnected somehow, right? So be that divine expression of creative love. So anyways, really quickly, one of the things that I do sometimes, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because this is Fun Fact Friday.
Fridays are fun. Come on now. Friday's the best day of the week.
Yes. And what I like to do sometimes is to get messages. People will think, oh, this is witchy. Oh, this is that. I look at it as a way for me to look at things from different perspectives. language. So anyway, these are shaman cards. I love them.
Yeah.
The shamanic healing oracle cards. And what it does is it just kind of, I just flip through the cards. What do I need to know today? What do I need to process today? What word is coming up that I should probably think about? And oftentimes we, like I said, we've got millions of thoughts going in our mind in a minute, but just to stop and pause and pull something to see what comes out was kind of fun. So the card that I pulled this morning was letting go. Interesting thing, Mark, is you've taught me about, I read the book, The Traction. And one of the things in the book, The Traction, was letting go of the vine.
Yes.
Right?
That book, if you're out there and you're in any sort of business capacity, you're in management, or you're running, you're trying to get a business going, read the book Traction by Gino Wickman. That's the one Sherry's talking about. It's a way of operating a business. Anyway,
the letting go, here it is, letting go of the vine, or letting go of what I can't control, realizing that I don't have to do it all, be it all, that I have the capability of asking for help, letting go of the vine, and so it was just really interesting. So the card pretty much says, start looking at your expectations, try not to have any. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful in the present. To be able to gracefully release from the situation is a lesson for all of us. So gracefully release, let go of the vine, let go.
My wise old Uncle Sean once told me, he says, you know what? The key to being happy, lower your expectations.
There you go. Lower them. So the word of the day and the action of the day, how are we going to take care of ourselves today, Mark?
Well, I am going to take care of myself really by doing what we just talked about. I'm going to have no expectations for what's going to happen today. I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to be truly alive.
That's awesome. So I'm going to divinely express my feelings with love, no matter what comes my way, as I am grounded, present, and mindful in the moment today. But today for me too is it's cold out, and I need to get outside. I went outside and brushed off my car last night.
Yep.
And it was very invigorating because I was feeling, at one point in time, I was feeling a little defeated. I just couldn't get as much done that I needed to get done, that I wanted to get done. And I was beating myself up. So I went out in the snow, and I'm not kidding. It was very, very refreshing. It felt really good. I moved. I just sat there and let the cold and breathed it in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to immerse myself into some cold therapy.
I'm going to join you. Me too.
Good. Cold therapy. We'll just see what happens when we go outside.
Yes.
In the snow.
Yeah.
Yes. So
you think the neighbors will mind if I make naked snow angels? I mean, it sounds like fun, right? Let's just get out there. Woo.
Let's make angels. Well, can I tell you, I just saw a post that someone put up on Facebook earlier today about a male person that a mailman actually was doing snow angels in the snow with kids. I thought that.
See, that's fun. That's being alive.
That's being alive. That's being a divine expression of creative love.
Yes. So what are we talking about today? Fun Fact Friday.
Well, Fun Fact Friday, we gave love and gratitude on Throwback Thursday to Charlotte Fiji.
We did.
Charlotte Fiji was a little girl that had Dravet syndrome, over 300 seizures a week. And the cannabis allowed her, CBD in particular, Charlotte's Web, the strain that was grown for her, allowed her to decrease her seizures from 300 a week to 1 a week. And her quality of life improved. And Charlotte did pass this year in April. And so we were talking a little bit about epilepsy yesterday and how cannabis, cannabinoid therapeutics can help manage symptoms and help decrease seizures in so many of these different patients.
Right.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the brain and what goes on in the brain and why it's disrupted when patients have epilepsy. So if you just think about my handy dandy umbrella, we talk about the endocannabinoid system. All the spokes of the umbrella are our different organ systems, and it's all interconnected. Well, it's the same as our brain. So let's just make the umbrella our brain. We have all these different areas of our brain, and they're all interconnected, and they need to be in balance, just as our whole body does. Homeostasis is balance.
Yeah.
So the brain has a kind of a weird balance. Look at the polarity, right? It has excitation and inhibition. to either go
Mm-hmm.
or not to go,
Mm-hmm.
to either do something or to stop doing something. So the brain cells release chemicals that either excite the brain cells or inhibit the brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
So in epilepsy, the balance tips towards excessive excitation, which causes the seizures. So cannabis truly helps those with epilepsy by restoring the brain excitatory, inhibitory balance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really interesting. There's so many different types of epilepsies. I did a presentation at one of the dispensaries a year ago, and I actually presented at Mass General in their epilepsy clinic for a patient and family and some doctors. And it was just really interesting, talking to them and doing the research and creating this document of how many different types of seizures there are and the different things that it does and the different drugs that it works on. So the type of epilepsy plays a factor, and the treatment needs to be tailored to the cause of the seizure activity. So that's one thing. But also cannabinoids mitigate symptoms, can help bridge the gap, can help decrease side effects of these other epileptic medications.
Right.
So CBD studies have focused on the genetic forms of epilepsy where mutations are in the patient's DNA, and this directly reduces brain inhibition. So
and those
basically,
are the ones we're talking about in pediatric.
Yes.
Pediatric epileptic syndromes.
Yes. Yes. So truly, what is the goal of cannabinoid therapeutics when we're working with people with epilepsy? Well, the goal is 1, to reduce seizures, 2, to reduce the side effects of the anti-epileptic drugs, and 3, to improve quality of life. Right?
Always to improve quality of life.
Always, yeah. So the other thing too, CBD versus THC. So it's really interesting. So each cannabinoid, now we like to talk about whole plant, but I'm just going to break it down into 2 really quickly. Yeah. THC can reduce seizures because it reduces brain excitation, but it doesn't increase inhibition. Okay. So that's one thing. It does one thing, but doesn't do the other. So CBD rich cannabinoids. So clinical trials that have been existing have been using Epidiolex, which is 98% CBD extract. People are generally dosing 2 to 3 times a day.
Authorized cannabis medicine at this point, right? Except for Marinol and Dronabinol, which are,
Right.
Yeah.
So the part that's just so cool, what I really like about cannabinoids is how also too, in part of my studies, we looked at the different cannabinoids and the different drugs that are out there and how they can mimic one another. I'll just give a quick example because there's a lot of information here. Yeah. So for example, CBD stabilizes ion channels, reducing excitability of a neuron. The other drugs that do that are benzol, lamictal, dilantin, Keppra, and trileptal. So you can see how we can, and this is a ton of information.
And those are all like mainstream anti-epileptic drugs. I mean, they use those all the time.
Yes. So here's another. So CBD blocks NMDA receptors, which are involved in excitation. So this drug felbadamate acts similarly. So you can see how cannabinoids can mimic some of the pharmaceuticals that are out there. Oftentimes, I've seen patients that need both. I've seen patients that just, that do really well combining, because what have I seen? I'll tell you what I've seen as a nurse. I've seen a reduction in seizures, maybe not gone completely. I've seen improved alertness. Family members have said that their child is more alert and awake, improved memory, better sleep, better appetite, improved social interaction, and less use of other pharmaceuticals.
Better quality of life right there.
Better quality of life right there. So really quickly, so some of the other things that I found really interesting too in my little notes was some of the terpenes that have been known to be anticonvulsant. Beta-caryophyllene, linalool, pinene.
Caryophyllene again.
That we're going to do a show on that.
Yeah, we are.
Next week.
Caryophyllene.
Yeah, next week for Christmas, we're going to talk a lot about food and eating and gut health, and diabetes and sugar and alcohol and sweets.
That's in my family, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the beta-caryophyllene is a good one for healing. So, and then the other supporting cannabinoids, as we know as nurses, we love whole plant medicine. The whole of the plant is greater than its individual parts. And that includes with cannabinoid therapeutics. So some of the CBD rich strains I'll go over really quickly that a lot of patients have used.
We're running up.
We're running out. Charlotte's Web, we know. Thank you, Charlotte Fiji. ACDC, Catatonic, Canasu, and Harlequin are some strains that are CBD rich strains that have been awesome. So anyways, we're going to wrap up today really quickly. Quick plug. So you had your daily morning dose of Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse. But guess what? Tonight, we're going to have Friday Night Live. And we're going to bring on Joseph Smith from In the Weeds. Cannabis
Talk Radio, baby.
Yep. So join us tonight at 8 p.m. live. Yeah, it's going to be a really good one. Joe's a great guy. He's a great guy. So anyways, if you or someone you love is suffering from chronic illness, chronic pain, questions about cannabis, are you cannabis curious? Are you looking to figure out how to incorporate cannabinoids into your daily regimen? Or are you new to cannabis and want to have a recreational experience? Well, guess what? We are here to help you. So visit us at www.thegreennurse.com. And for every appointment that's booked, every consultation that's booked, you'll get a free bottle of Nurse Mark CBD. Thank you, Nurse Mark. Forever grateful.
My friend Gabrielle is stopped by.
Hi, Gabrielle.
I met him in Italy in 2016. My pal, my friend. Oh, isn't it great being part of the world?
The global network.
Can stop by and say hi. Love you, my friend. Love you, my friend.
Oh, I love you too, and I don't even know you.
Of course you do. He's an amazing human being.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So, listen, folks, if you are in the healthcare space, if you are helping people to be healthy, listen, join us. 2021 is going to be the most amazing year ever. Like, this is going to take off. We need you to be a part of this because we are going global. We are bringing this amazing plant where it needs to be in mainstream medicine. So join us. We have a mentorship program. We have community. We have educational opportunities to really get you to a place where you can help people utilize this plant in the best, safest, effective way for them. All right. What's it all about, Sherry?
Oh, it's about living your best life. And what kind of a day are we going to have?
Oh, we're going to have an AFA day. Yes, we are.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you tonight.
See you tonight. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday morning too, but stop by tonight. All right. Love you all.